So good morning, everybody. It's 7:30 Eastern Time and it's 1:30 in Amsterdam. And we are just gonna try to get my charts up. That's the first thing. Yeah, there we are. So this morning we looked at, I think, 20 plus stocks or something. So, and you put it on this big old watch list on my favorites here on the TC2000 system, which is, I think, very fine to work with because it's just, hello, Doulas, good morning to you or good afternoon. I don't know where you're from, but so what we're going to do today is just look at some what happened to the stocks that we discussed this morning, and then maybe also look at some other stocks to put on the watch list. So hold on, and we are trying to get there. Just gonna do this on volume. So CLOV, CLOV has the biggest volume right now. Just 1 minute. This is CLOV, yeah. So look what it did after we left this morning. You can see this on the 5-minute chart better even. So it jumped up here to this 1343 mark and then just went down again. And you might remember that I drew this line here like this. So if it goes down the rest of the day like this, like a lot of those do, then you know where it's going to end for a stock like this. But look what happened here around 6, and then look at what happened around 7. So at 7 and at 8 there are the big spikes because a lot of platforms are open for trading around that time. And this is what you see here. People are just waiting here for a bit, and then this happened. Probably with more news. I cannot imagine that this big jump here is without news. So if you are watching this one all morning long, then you could have made a real nice profit, because where you go in, then this is your high of pre-market, and if it's getting there with these volumes, so this is 1 million traded on a 5-minute chart. So you could have traded this above 1375 and then out at 1575, a $2 range. So that would be it for the day. So all gloves are off for CLOV, and those all those lines are now you can just erase them, because this is now a pure price action play. There are no levels now. You don't see this is a level or something. So the only level that you may want to watch is this level here, which is all-time highs, 1744. Seems ridiculous, but it's only up 35%. So that's CLOV. Then FIVN. Same thing happening. So this morning when we looked at it, it was on our watch list, and we saw this thing happening here. So, oh, I'm sorry. I'm just looking at the wrong picture here. So this is nothing happening on FIVN. So For your daily levels, 148.57 and 154.01 are still the levels for FIVN. ARMK. ARMK. Nothing happened here in during pre-market, so the levels are intact right now for this one also. Levels are 34.84, 35.63, 36.26, 36.64. Bingo. This was bingo during our first hour of the session this morning. Oh, sorry, here. Went up and we drew this line here, 885, and I just told you also in the morning session that this would be temporary, so it's now at 894 and getting above that also, so no use in putting a level in here just yet. Just wait and see what pre-market high will be and then take that as the level for bingo. It just wants to go up, but not with the volume that you just saw on cloth. CLOV. Just slowly grinding up bingo. So what I want to see on a stock like this, on days like these, that it gets up, gets above this 9 level and then drops here to this level where pre-market open and post-market close come together to 870 or to VWAP and then trade it back up again. So bingo is really in play today. Difficult to call any levels now, so these levels here are now not for you anymore. So bingo is really a price action play, and you want to see this as a second day runner now. So this is, I would put in the level, the pre-market level. It has to break that during market open. Ideally, it has to break down and then fall into a level, but yet there are no levels other than these here. That's 870 right now. And VWAP will be somewhere here, so you also can play a VWAP bounce like we did yesterday on CCL. Sites, nothing happened on sites here, so those levels are still in place, 160.99 and 175.89. And then to the top, 168.42 on site SITE. FCell. You're also trying to get a second day runner here for FCell. So this is what happened when we left here at 5 o'clock. This is when we left, and it was just hovering here around just under its opening price, pre-market opening price. So this shows you that if you are watching one of these stocks and when you are able to really trade these in the morning, then please watch the volume. So the volume is very low on these. So this is now 11,000 traded. So can easily be manipulated and just fall down on you, but looks strong now and just wants to go, as you can see. So FCL really strong also this time. I'm not going to trade this one. So the levels that I put in this morning are now nowhere near the levels that it's trading now. So price action is the play for you on FCL. RMETs. You want to see this breakout play above 983 or anything else Other than that, I'm not interested in. And really has to do something in order to play that breakout, because it's to pass VWAP, has to pass 2 levels here, and so now you maybe say, you can say, okay, this 925 here, this one is a level, a pre-market level that's beginning to look interesting as much as this post-market level here of 945. So now you have some levels to trade off, but this might just be such an example of a lot of chop here, so difficult to say. On the bottom there, you may find this to be some kind of a level, but I'm not really sure about that. So Armard is a big if here. Cents, a small one, choppy during pre-market with no volume, so trade this one on price action. We told you about this morning on the early bird show. Then Ford, we traded Ford on pre-market high, we traded Ford on price action earlier. This is happening to Ford after this big move up, and then now it's just indecisive what to do, what not to do, and yeah, well, this 569 level is something that I'm gonna be watching on Ford. So just fall back, trying to get some support here on 569, and otherwise here just a few dimes lower, and it looks like pre-market high is this big spike up, but ever since then it's just having troubles getting the volume and getting back up again. It's now just about VWAP, but as I said, with no volume. So 16 will be a new level for me for Ford. If it's not just price action, but 16 might just be it. And what you want to see here is that this one goes up, and then if you're a short play, then this is what you want to see, of course. Something like this here, and then this is your next support. If you're more long bias like me, then this is what you want to see. So, but the levels are the same, and you can play this one both sides. Edu. Nothing happened on Edu over during pre-market after I left you this morning, but well, nothing big happened. This is just all a lot of nothingness here. So these levels of 717, 770, 810, 911, 953 are still the levels that you want to see. Then Memphis. This happened in the first hour, so this is 5 o'clock. This is where we left you, and then here's the spike. So this was the first pre-market high at 23. I'm gonna let that one just sit there because, well, anyway you look at it, it's sort of a level at least. So, but there's a new level here, and that's 23.25, the quarter dollar, which is a level anyway. So this one has a nice round numbers. Memphis 22 is a level, 23, 23, 25, 23, 50. If you never are able to find a level, then those half dollars, whole dollars, and quarter dollars are just always something that you can trade off if you want that. MRO, but I really want to see levels in my chart because, well, I'm a level trader. Nothing new on MRO, so levels here are 1286, 1359, 1399, and above 14. This is a breakout trade. And if you want to play this one short, then please watch this level also, this 1327. So if you want to short this, then this is your first support here at 1327. You also might want to see this one fall down, catch some support here at 1325, and then your next move is you can just play this one to the upside to 1359. That's not a whole lot of room that you have there, but after this one falls down, and you might just play this one to the upside, get 75% out of here, and then let it run to the $14. And you still have a nice trade. Schlumberger. This is Schlumberger. So same thing, just some consolidation here. So play to the upside 1356, and play this one all the way to 3688, and then above it, it's a breakout and to the downside. If you want to short this one, be aware that this level is here at 3460-ish. Same story here on DVN. So this is 3065 and 3193 levels for DVN. And to the downside, 2974. If you really want to short this thing under 3065, then you can really, if that's the play that you like. And then the last one, iTube, small one. So nothing happening there right now. Yeah, what to expect after a run like this? You expect something. So this is the breakout here, and then maybe it can go all the way to 717. We don't know that, but watch for price action here, and maybe I think that I want to play this one just as a reverse long. So just fall down here on this level, 739. So something like this. And then this is your level, and then you want to trade this one back up again like this. So this. Now there are two ways to enter this. There's the aggressive way, and there is the more conservative way to get into place like this. So if you're absolutely sure of what you're doing, then you can just put in a limit order here at 641, just above this level here, and then you get in. And then you put your stop here at 635. That's another level. And it can certainly be your stop loss if you're a little bit uncertain about this one. So that's only a 5-cent stop loss. You can also play this one if this candle makes a new high compared to this candle. So then you get in here at the moment that it's just passing this candle, and you get in here at 645. I'm saying 645 now because that's how I drew the candle, but just depending on how the candle works here, then it's 645. And you get in here, and your stop loss is then 639, so also 6 or 7 cents. It's a more conservative way of playing this, so you can do it also. What can happen sometimes is that something like this will happen on a stock like this. So it's just hovering here around this this area like this. And if something like this happens on stocks like these $6 stocks, just a big fallback, and then just indecisiveness here, then 9 out of 10 times something like this happens. And 1 out of 10 times something like this happens on small stocks. So you think then, okay, it's holding its level here and I'm going to be okay. But what it can do is then it just falls down here and you get stopped out at the 635. So be very careful to play this one if you want to play this one today. No volume whatsoever today. I gave you the levels, and if you want to see what I do with those, then watch me on Twitter. I'll try to tweet if I'm watching something so you can see what I'm doing, but I will also tweet if I have a win, but also when I have a loss. So you only want to see this one go up if you are long bias like I am, but for any short play, this also might be a great chance to short this one here. But keep in mind that these are the levels for the support levels for this particular stock. Okay, let's look at something happening in pre-market right now. I'm going to look at volume. So Clough is still up 37% now. Look at this. Wow. So it's getting very close to that 1744 that we just $1 away from it. But here this high was around 17. So you just might want to play this on a breakout if that's your style. Really crazy. AMC had this big movement here in the opening. So never get in the first minute because, because of this. Then just went down from that big pop until it got to its pre-market open and its post-market close, and now trying to get up again, also around 7, as you can see. It's almost 8 now, so there'll be a next price discovery on this one, and you just have to trade AMC on price action. I'm not going to call any levels because it's just a wild one. And then the L trying to go again, so it's the usual suspects now here. BlackBerry. So BlackBerry did not get. We looked at this one also earlier, and this is what BlackBerry did in the beginning. So big spike up, and then just all the way down here to 1540-ish. So that's a new level for me now, right here. And 1646 is still the level if you wanted to make the breakout play to 1661, which is your next level of resistance. And then it's BlackBerry, so be careful. But then you can play this one all the way to the top if this breaks here. And you know why this is a level. So it might be interesting today for BlackBerry and might be an interesting market. So, okay, thanks for watching, everybody. It's 2 o'clock in Amsterdam and it's 8 o'clock in America Eastern Time. Please be sure that you trade safely today, and I'll be back tomorrow at 4 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time and at 10 o'clock Amsterdam time. Thanks for watching, everybody, and see you all tomorrow.